Welcome to day 17 of my vlog journey. Do let me know in the comments if I should slow this down or I should stop because it seems like my videos are boring. So we'll see how it goes. But today we have something interesting. We received a reply from one of the applications I've made, one of the job applications I've made. And we receive a reply and they're asking for an interview. But one thing that I would like to mention to everyone is there is something that they would like to check from you. So it's another document that you're required to have. So other than your RSA, responsibility of serving alcohol, your white card if you want to go into construction. One of the other thing that they would like to have or would like to see is a police check. They call it a police check, a national police check. So in short, an NPC. What it does is it allows you to get into certain industries, or not really certain industries, but more like it's a requirement for you to be sometimes a requirement for job applications, or if you want to volunteer for certain things, working with vulnerable groups, a lot of random stuff. So the National Police Check, the NPC, basically does a background check on you, whether you say who you are or whether you have any other underlying problems that maybe the recruiter wants to see, or maybe the recruiter wants to take note of. If you have offenses before, if you owe money, yeah. So if you want to work into legislations or regulations as well, that's one thing that they would like to check. Whether you were bankrupt before. I'm not sure if they want to check the bankruptcy part, but that's one of the things they want to check. A check of character, basically. And we just finished applying, so it's like a online application. You can do it in person, but you just might as well just do it online. You just fill up some forms, some questions, and then you need to provide some evidence, like documentation, your learner's permit. Okay, learner's permit, your passport, your birth certificate. There's a lot of things, and one of the ways that they check is they have this point system. So primary documents will have maybe 70 points, 70 points, 40 points, 40 points. If you can provide that item, and then it's 40 points, you need to hit. The requirement is they want to have the 100 points. So if you have a 40-point document, you need something else to cover the remaining, so like a 60-point document. So usually, like for passport is the highest, so it's about 70 points. You just need to fulfill another 30. So there's a lot of different documents you can upload, and then they'll let you know how much points those documents weigh. And then you need to hit 100 points in order for you to be able to get in the police check. So after you finish those documents, you upload it. So basically, it's if you're applying for a visa, right? Whatever forms you've pulled out from your old drawers, whatever forms you've had from your parents, your birth certificates that they kept since young, you scan it, you upload it into the visa, and then whatever you've uploaded, you keep it in a system in your file, basically. And that's what I did. So basically now, if they're asking for a PDF of your passport, you have it ready, and that's why it was a quick uploading of these forms, because I already have those forms. Those documents. So it's just a matter of whether you understand the questions they ask. So if you see, there's this part where they ask for purpose of check. Okay, so there's like a few options where they ask you is, are you working in the ACT, which is the search it up. I'm not sure. Something Canberra, something about the Canberra, Australian Canberra territory. And then if the other option is the Commonwealth option. So they give you a phone number to call if you're looking for a specific type of job. You need to make sure you know the purpose of the police check, because if you're working with vulnerable groups or children, your purpose for the check will be different, and then the results of that check will be different as well. So for my case, it was just a normal job. When I called the number that they had provided, then I asked them what's the purpose of the check that I should put. The first thing she asked me is what's the job that I was applying for, and I mentioned it's in food and beverage, and she just said, okay, number 40. Let's say that's the actual code. She said number 40, click number 40, and then I read out to her number 40, and then the description that was under that number, and then I clicked it, and then she said yes. She said okay. She asked what's the location, what's the state that I'm working at, and I said it's Melbourne, Vic. So she got that, and then she was like, okay, yeah, that's the one. Click that one, and then you can proceed. And I was like, all right, thank you. The only reason it took longer is because my call was in a queue. There was a lot of other people who called the same number, I guess. So my number, once I was ready, it was like a minute of conversation, and then the call ended already. So that was about it. At near the end, you just need to upload all the forms that you have, which is, of course, you have it all in your hand in your file. Just upload those. If if the file is not accepted, they will let you know. Then you just re-upload a different version of that file. And then at the end, you just need to make payment. Make sure you have a card ready. Mine was already linked in, and then linked into the system. And I was like, okay, just click this, your CVV, and then done. It's about $56 for the national police check, and it takes about 48 hours of processing time. If your national police check requires a fingerprint, of course, it would take longer, and it would be about 15 days for you to get the results. So having a police check, just a name police check, will be faster. And of course, you can request for hard copy, which would take 10 to 15 days to arrive if posting overseas. But I don't think it will be a problem if it's posting here. So they'll give you a digital one. I'm not sure if I'll receive one soon, but they'll give you a digital one within the after 48 hours, and the physical one if you request for a physical one into the address that you're mailing it to. But yeah, other than that, that's something new that I noticed from the application that I was applying for, and it's one of the requirements that they ask for. So you just need to make sure you provide it, apply, then boom, you're done. That's about it. Today is gonna be another chill day. I'm just gonna go gym after this. I mean, not after this. After a while, I'll go gym, and then at night I will have dinner with Camille. So yeah, it's gonna be a boring day, but we have our content for today, and we are done. Any questions about National Police Check, let me know. So right now we are rendering this second video, and it's gonna take in a bit. It will be done in a bit, but yeah, while we're waiting, I'm gonna go for gym, then we're gonna have dinner after that. So that should be the end of the video. We're done for the day, everyone. Friday night, time to eat. So Camille was craving for some sushi,
I'm always craving.
and we're now back at this place. Good night, everyone. Bye bye.